Okay, Rabotai, we are live. Jeff, welcome. We got Reuven himself. We got Gabriel and Jack sharing the screen today. Nathan, welcome. Rabotai, today's class. Maybe I won't see anybody on Monday after this class. I want to ask you guys.
Nathan already ran away.
I want to ask you guys, where does each one think that they're holding? Jack, where are you right now? Can I know where are you right now?
We're in the Caribbean.
Where you're not in Miami, you're somewhere else, correct?
Correct.
Jack, why are you so serious? Relax, don't worry about it.
I'm ready for this question. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Jack, if the day of judgment is coming, how can we take, now I'm not talking about you again, it happened to me that you just told me you're in the Caribbean. But I'm asking you guys a question. We're so confident that we have nothing what to worry about.
Rabbi, we have a lot to worry about.
I mean, it doesn't look like we're worried about it.
Oh, it does. Behind closed doors, it does.
Tell me, how was your slichot yesterday?
Unfortunately, I did not make it yesterday.
Okay, try again. But I want to ask you guys,
The intent was there, Jack. The intent was there.
The intent was there. I got held up in the office really late, and I had a 5:30 a.m. flight. So I'm literally on 4 hours of sleep. But
okay, here, very nice. Okay, Rabotai, I want to show you today. Jigari is going to present to us something in a moment right now.
Good.
We're so confident that when we're going to come into the day of judgment, that each one is going to get a good year, an excellent year. I want to share with you what we say throughout the year, but most importantly, what we have to focus on now during Slichot. So Jigari, if you could please present. Jigari is always, everything about Jigari is professionalism. Everything has to be done the right way.
Make sure you share the right screen.
You got to make it bigger, Jigari. You made it so small, man.
Not a problem.
Understanding our mistakes.
Okay, we're gonna take one at a time, and after we finish reading them, Rabotai, we have to understand where are we really holding, and is there any hope left for us? Gabriel, you with me or no, Gabriel?
We're here. I'm here.
It says it right.
I hope there is hope.
Yeah, I hope so. Also, it all depends on the person. If the person wants, it can make it happen. So, this is what I was trying to speak to you about yesterday, Jack. Jeff, you with me? We started speaking about yesterday, L'chaim. We speak about judgment day, niggas tell me L'chaim. All right, fine. Right, so listen, watch this. When we say Ashamnu, that's one of the things we confess.
Rabbi, this is when we hit our chest, right?
Correct.
Shamnu, Bagan.
Correct. Right.
Okay.
Now, Gabriel, why do you have to hit your chest if you hit your chest when you have to admit your mistakes? Why? Why do you have to hit the area where the heart is? For what reason?
It's a really good question. Why is that?
I'm asking you. If I had the answer, I would. I'm asking you, why do we have to do it?
Oh, okay. I see what it says. Hold on, Reuben, go back up.
No, you don't have to. Nothing to do with that. I'm asking, why do you have to hit your heart? Why don't you hit your wife? Why do you have to hit your heart? Hit yourself in the face. Why the heart?
I'm asking for forgiveness.
Yeah, when you ask for forgiveness, you say, listen, Hashem, I sinned, right? You say, Hashem, I sinned. Why do you have to do it on the area of your heart? Do it on the area of your head. Your head is the one that made you sin. No.
You're deeply sorry from your heart.
Yeah, because our rabbis of blessed memory say everything starts with the eyes, then the heart. Guys, it's too loud in the back. Everything starts from the eyes, goes to the heart. So really, you're hitting your heart. You're saying, because of you, I sinned. It's really because of the heart that we go against HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Because we want to try to satisfy the heart. Yo, Jack, I love you, man. But can we not do that right now in the please? You get it? I get it. You get it? All right, we got it. Okay. I want to share with you something over here. When we say Hashem, that's one of the things when we say. Listen what we say to Hashem, and still somehow we are comfortable with our life. We became guilty before Hashem. We did wrong, right? We wronged Hashem. That is the first thing we say. But God knows the second one. We betrayed. And we're not loyal to Hashem or to people. Rabotai, betrayal. If I tell you right now, Chas v'Shalom, God forbid, a woman betray, or even your friend is going to betray you. Rabotai, the halacha says, if you know somebody's going to hand you into the authorities, you got to take him out. You can't betray another Jew, but here we are betraying the HaKadosh Baruch Hu, we're betraying God for our desires, for our lust, just to make sure that we're happy. And that's the power of the evil inclination. Then we have Gazalnu. We stole things that were not ours. Jigarik, when was the last time you stole? I know you don't steal, Jigarik. But unfortunately, each and every one, we always steal. We steal time that's given to us in this world. From using it correctly for Hashem, we use it for other things. So we're stealing from Hashem.
Wait, Rabbi, I just want to kind of go back to one thing you just mentioned.
Go ahead, stop me, go ahead.
We can essentially kill someone if they are about to go to authority. Is that what you just said?
Not you. You can say you have to.
You have to, or you?
Yeah. If Chas v'Shalom, we know somebody's moser, somebody's selling Jews out. Again, I'm not saying.
Wow.
No, it's a very severe thing. You can't sell another Jew out. You can't betray another Jew. What's this Baba Mises? What's this? But somehow we do it. We betray God. We betray our neshama. We don't keep what we came down over here. Okay, Rabotai. Look, in the end, everybody's going to come to realize the truth. The question is when? Sooner or later, but everybody's going to come to realize the truth. So, the next one is we stole things, right, that were not ours. Now, the neshama is not yours, and you're stealing, meaning you're not using your soul properly to do the right things. That's also a form of stealing, not that you have to steal money. A person doesn't bless, for example, if I drink this now without a blessing, I just stole from Hashem his water. Because everything belongs to Hashem. You know, Jack, you want to hear something funny? So when a guy sleeps with his wife, what blessing does he have to say?
Is there a blessing for that?
I'm asking Jack.
I don't know.
It's a please.
You know,
By the way, Rabbi, can we just recognize the fact that Jack and Gary are on vacation in a different world,
yeah,
in a different country, and yet they're still with us. So,
correct.
Gents, I mean,
you could recognize that. I hope that they're doing the right things, and I'll recognize that.
Oh,
What did he say?
Send me a wire.
Ay.
No, but is there really a prayer to that?
So I was one time when I just got married. I told the rabbi, like, what do I have to say? No, because you really have to prepare yourself to be with your wife. So I asked him, what do I have to say? So he said that there's a prayer that you should say, may it be your will, Hashem, that when I'm going to be with my wife, I'm going to have a good child, and so on and so forth, correct? Jack. So as a rabbi, you know, you teach these things.
Off topic. Rabbi Igal, can you really send me that?
No, but let me explain to you before I send it to you. There was a hiratzon, it's a Hebrew prayer. So I teach, so I told somebody, that's what you have to say. Jigari, you ready for this? So he was very hot and he remembered that prayer. So before he started, he's like, may it be your will, Hashem, this blah, 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 blah. By the time he finished, he had no excitement. He was, he couldn't do it. Get it? He couldn't do it because he was so connected to Hashem, he couldn't do it. What's going on, Jack? What's going on over there, Jack? Okay. Okay, Rabotai, so that's Gazalnu. The next one, Dibarnu Dofi. Here, this one is very bad. We spoke badly, said lies, or mean words, right? Whether you could upset your wife, friends, doesn't matter, anybody, Rabotai. But how much, again, I'm not focused more about what people do. I'm more focused about what can we do, how can we improve. So when it says we spoke badly, and a lot of times we speak bad about ourselves. We don't give ourselves that credit that is due to each one. You wake up in the morning, give yourself a pat on the back. You put on tefillin, give yourself a pat on the back. You learn Torah, give yourself. We don't give, again, If you're not gonna pat yourself, who's gonna pat you? Hashem does it. But everybody likes recognition. You have to be able to give that recognition to yourself. Just because nobody sees it doesn't mean it's nothing. Hashem sees it. Jeff, you with me, Jeff? The next one is Ivanu. We did twisted things, not straight or honest. Right? Again, being dishonest. Virshanu. We did evil actions knowingly. This is a problem, Rabotai. Again, that's knowingly. Zadu, we sinned on purpose with arrogance. Chamasnu, we hurt others or acted with cruelty. Look how many things that we're saying to Hashem that we're doing wrong, and somehow we're so confident, and we'll see why we have to be confident. Somehow we're so confident that we're going to walk into the day of judgment and we're going to be fine. But this is our opportunity right now to erase all these things. But this is what I was speaking about last time. It's not only about doing real sins, it's also about character traits. You can hurt people's feelings. You can get angry. There's a lot of things you're not allowed to do. Tafanu sheker, right? We connected ourselves with lies. We lie to ourselves. We don't really believe that we're here for momentarily. We think we're here forever. There's Rav Chaim Igal, he says, you know why people believe they're never going to die? Because it's your soul that's telling you you're never going to die, because the soul never dies. So you really think you're here forever. But a person really is not. Ya'atznu ra'ah, we gave bad advice and led others wrongly. Kizavnu, we lied, did not tell the truth. Latznu, we mocked, made fun of holy things or people, which is a very big problem I see today, where we go ahead and we don't listen. I tell you like this, if you don't want to go in the ways of Hashem, if you know that Hashem's ways are right, don't make it wrong. A lot of times you have people, unfortunately, even the most religious people, when they want to do something, they'll make right wrong. They'll tell you that, no, it's not for me. You know, these rabbis are all storytellers. The Torah is made by people, chas v'shalom. They'll speak negative. You're not allowed to do it, but you're not allowed to speak against Hashem's Torah, against Hashem's people, against Hashem's rabbis. You're not allowed to speak. Maradnu, we rebelled and went against Hashem's will. Like we spoke about yesterday, Rabotai. Look at how many things we're doing wrong. Na'atznu, we angered Hashem by our actions. And this is the problem, a lot of us think that, when we do something wrong, we're not doing anything wrong. Hashem still loves us. Yeah, Hashem is like a father. He's going to love you, but it doesn't mean He's not going to punish you. You with me, Jigarik? If you see your son doing something not right, yeah, of course you love your son. That's why you punish him. But it doesn't mean like today we learned that, no, Hashem loves you no matter what. Yeah, Hashem loves you, but it doesn't mean He will not punish a person. And the sad part is, when the punishment comes, it comes and it's very harsh, Rabotai. But then sometimes it's just too late, unfortunately. Sararnu, we turned away and didn't listen. How many times do we get an opportunity to be able to do the right things, to actually want to do? And I speak for myself. And we just say, no, not now, I'll do it later. Never push anything away. The second you procrastinate, it's done, Rabotai. You should know it's going to be very hard for you to come across it. Avinu, we made our path crooked, went perverse, right? We went off the derech, we went off the way. Pashanu, right? We were guilty, meaning we broke Hashem's rules on purpose. Tararnu, we caused pain and suffering to others. Most important, Rabotai, always be very careful. If you have to be careful with somebody, always be careful with your wife's feelings. And it is not a joke. I'll tell you now, people don't realize, people come to me when all these shalom bayit, whatever, all this baba mice. I don't have people have complaints on their wives after everything that they do for them. One of the problems you have men, they donate a lot of money in the synagogues, but for their wives, they can't even give $500. What does that mean? What does that mean? Who are you donating to? Who are you donating to? Somebody gave a very nice amount, close to 100,000. I said, don't donate to the synagogue. Take that, use that money for yourself and your wife. Go away somewhere. Go away somewhere. Do something for yourselves. What are you doing? You show over there, you're giving money, but to your own household, you can't give money? It's very bad, Rabotai. You got to be careful not to ever cause pain to others, but especially your wife. The Gemara says that there was a very big rabbi. They used to travel from year to year. Once, because they didn't have like planes and cars today, so he would walk. So one day the wife was anticipating him to come home on a certain holiday. He got stuck thinking about a Torah thought. But where did he stop? Under a balcony. And now because when you're enveloped in learning, you forget about everything. So now he's thinking, but the wife, she sees he didn't come. Every time he comes at 12 afternoon, he didn't show up. Jack, one tear came down. God said, you hurt your wife, even though he didn't do it intentionally. The whole balcony came down, killing him on the spot.
Wow.
You gotta be very careful. Never, I repeat it, it's a halakha in the Shulchan Aruch, it's called Ona Devarim. You're never allowed to hurt another Jew with words. Forget about everything else that we do. You gotta be careful the way you speak to them. Especially your wife, because her tears are very easily found by Hashem. Once she cries, you should know your life is in danger. That's why always educate your wives. Tell them, babe, give me a blessing when I leave. Don't be upset with me. Give me a blessing that I should have a successful day. Because they're closer to God than you and I. That's why we have to do all these mitzvot and Torah just to become holy. They have all that already. That's why they don't have to do all the mitzvot. Their children cry. Their children crying is the shofar. Their cleaning of the house is like the Beit HaMikdash. They are already connected. That's why they don't have a lot of mitzvot to do. Chala, Nida, Hadlaka. What?
Rabbi Igal,
Yeah.
just really quick. Our wives are sitting behind us, and they're very in tune to this. But they have selective hearing. They only hear what they want to hear.
So tell your
But they
wives that
agree
you
with
are obligated to buy her something nice since you're in Caribbean. Since you went out there, you have to buy her something nice. I don't get this is what the Torah teaches you. What do you talk, Jack? Jack, let me ask you a question, Jack. Did you ever see
Yes, sir.
people that cannot have children?
Okay.
I know of
Yes.
organizations that need money because they help people to have children. You know how much money goes into each person before they can have one child? You have any idea?
Rabbi Igal, call me after this. We'll speak.
Tell him I shouldn't call him Jikari because Jack, listen to this, Jack. We talk about hundreds of thousands. They need so much money. They're helping so many Jews around the world. Now let me ask you a question. How many children you have? Jack, don't look back, Billy. How many children you have?
I have one daughter.
Billy and Hara.
One daughter.
For now, one daughter, Billy and Hara. Let me tell you something. For that
now.
one child, what'd you say, Gabe?
For now.
For now, I said for now, yeah.
Yeah.
People would pay any amount of money for that. Let's say 100,000 to become pregnant, correct? So there you go. I just saved you 100,000. Spend it on your wife while you're in the Caribbean.
It's a good deal.
Okay. You try, Jack. Don't worry, Jack. You know it says the more money you spend on your wife, the more you get back. You know that or not? All the blessings come from your wife. You know that? Did you know that, Yaakov?
No, I didn't know that. No.
I knew that if the money you spend on Shabbat to make it special.
That's not your account. Correct. That's not your account. It says if you take the word Natan, Jack, the word Natan is spelled, Noon is spelled like this, Noon, like an L. Then Taf, and then another Noon is a very long Noon. It's like this, Noon so feet long. It means to give. You ready for this, Jack? Watch this. It's Noon and then long Noon. When you give, you can only give so much. You have a limit. When you give like this, Hashem said, I'm going to give back to you like this. I'm going to give you a lot more. That's why the word Natan, you give a little, Hashem said, I'm going to give you much more back. It's not only giving to other people, it's more important to give it to your own family, your wife and your children. Okay, Rabotai, next please.
Rabbi, I got to tell you, all the other rabbis, not all, but most other rabbis say it in the reverse.
That one?
That you have to give to others, you have to give to your shul, you have to go,
Yeah. After you give to
you're saying you take care of your family first.
First, you take care of the ones that are close to you. I'm not telling you to use your 20% or 10% on your wife. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you have to go now and spend money on other people, first you make sure your wife and children are happy. Make sure they have a roof over their head, they have clothing to wear, they have shoes to put on their feet. They have to look decent. You can't forget about your family. You first have to help the family members inside and only then outside. Not outside and then let your family get stuck, chas v'shalom. Jack, are you carrying or no?
Not here, Rabbi.
All right, so I'm not worried. So what I'm saying now is not a problem. Okay, let's continue.
Rabbi, is it true that, Rabbi, is it true that you're first supposed to take care of your family then you're supposed to take care of your like extended family,
Right.
then your local shul,
So
then the shul in your city,
correct.
then the
correct.
shul in
That-
your state.
Basically, yeah, it spreads out.
Yeah, but they say 10%, Ruben. 10% of your funds should go to that donation.
10%, right? And then 20% is the max we're going to allow you to max it out, up to 20%. There is a Beit Yosef. He brings down that you should really give 10 or 20% after all your expenses. When you look at it like that, you're going to be almost left with zero. Like, well, how much are you going to give away? $100? So that's what they say. Give it after taxes. Give it after, after a lot of the, after your business expenses. What's the net worth, whatever you're left with. But if you're going to start including the mortgage and the house and the yeshiva, I mean, some hold like that, but you got to ask your local rabbi if he allows you to do it, because what are you going to be left off with? $1,000? So you're going to give only $100? That's a problem. Okay. Next one, Rabotai, Kishinu Oref. That's the next one we say. We were stubborn, refused to change. Now, Jeff, if you pay close attention to this, now again, when we're doing all this and we're still not changing, so what do we have over here, Jack? Jigari, what do we have? We're lying. We're lying to Hashem. I'm not planning to change. So what am I doing? What am I hitting my heart for? What am I wasting my time? What am I doing? What am I doing in shul? That's why we have to have this list. We have to be able to try to work on it. It should be a goal whenever we go throughout the day. Remember these things. Rash'anu, we acted wickedly, like the evil ones, right? We went after our heart, after our desires. Shichatnu, we corrupted, ruined ourselves or others. Ta'avnu, we did disgusting and shameful things. Ta'inu, we strayed off the path of Hashem. Ta'atunu, we led others astray, pulled them off the right path too. Okay, that's it, Jigari. We could stop that. Now I want to ask you guys something. I just wanted to show you, again, this is not, there's also video Gadol, there's even the greatest confession that we do on Yom Kippur. But I want to show you, look what we're asking Hashem. Hashem, forgive us for all of these things. But in order for Hashem to be able to forgive us, we have to really mean it. Can you imagine you come and you say, I'm not going to do this no more. But tomorrow you continue. Again, tomorrow. How many times can you do? You think Hashem is a friar? You think Hashem is a fool? You think He doesn't know our intentions? He knows, so who are we fooling, Jigarik?
I read this almost,
Gary said we're fooling ourselves. Gary said we're fooling ourselves.
That's exactly, we're fooling ourselves. That's exactly it. We think we're tzaddikim, well, on the contrary. Go ahead, Jack. Go ahead, Jigarik.
No, I'm saying I read this, daily, right? This is Anna, right?
Right, exactly. Yes.
And I read it in English the same way, but I feel like because I read it so fast, it doesn't hit me what I'm saying until now that I read it. It's
Jigari, I'll tell you something. This is one of my biggest problems. When you're down with a shul or with a chazan that does it at an extreme fast speed, you don't even have time to think. Listen, I don't know what people can do throughout. I know everybody has to go to work. But during Slichot, this time is so precious. Stop 30 seconds. Just give me 30 seconds. Let me just think about what I'm doing wrong. I don't have time to think about. So I want to tell you, you could do Slichot. Yeah, Hashem, your intent. It don't count. It doesn't count. According to Halakha, it doesn't count. What are you doing? Okay, Hashem, forgive me. I did wrong. I wronged you. I stealed. I lied. I cheated. I didn't learn Torah. But you're not meaning anything. It doesn't help. It doesn't mean anything. So not only you're losing time from sleep, you're wasting. You're lying in the shul. What do I need it for? Come to shul. Tell the chazanim 30 seconds. Stop 30 seconds. When you come, just give me 30. What's going to be already? You know what the sad part is, Jack? You got to hear the sad part is? Everything else they'll sing. I don't know if you ever see synagogues. They have chazanim. Kaddish, they sing. Other things, they sing. Come to Shemona Esrei, 2 minutes. Come to Shema, 30 seconds. No, over there it has to be longer. Those things are the most important ones. Over here by Anna, we have to give us, I don't care for your voice. I need to do what's right. That's all. I want to ask you guys a question. I'm not going to be able to, I don't know if I'm able to do it right now. Let me ask you guys a question. With
I'm here.
What? What do you say?
I'm here for your question.
With all this that we're going in, Jack, is there hope left for us? With everything that, again...
Sorry, you broke out.
Say it again?
You're breaking up.
I said with everything that I just read, is there hope for us?
Of course there's hope. Of course Hashem is going to forgive us. Of course we're going to be better people. Of course we're going to get closer to Hashem.
Jack for president. That's it. Of the shul, president of the shul.
Gabriel, who is he fooling? Can you tell me? What does that mean? Well, you're going to change tomorrow? No. So what, Rabotai? Our situation is not so good. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to listen, I tell you like this. If we really show HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you guys have 5 minutes or no?
Yes.
I have time.
Okay, if somebody has to go, they can go. I gotta bring this story to show you the importance of what does it mean never to give up hope on yourself. Even if a person, I know people, Chas v'shalom, Rabotai, I know people that did sins, and I don't want to even enumerate it online over here live. I know people that they do such averas, like, but if I, Chas v'shalom, Lolin, would even think of it, I could fall into depression. Like, how do you ever come out of such a sin, I don't want to get into the averas, but people that are really, rock bottom, you can't go any lower than that. So the only place you can go is back up. And to these people, I always say, never to give up hope on yourself. And I'm gonna try to illustrate it with a story. Okay? It's a true story that was brought down in the newspaper about 20 or 30 years ago. There was a boy by the name of Yochanan. You guys, this story, Rabotai, you guys, give me all your attention. There's a boy by the name of Yochanan. He was driving with his friends. You know how it is when you go to upstate. Problem is, when you hit upstate at night, they don't have lights. And a lot of times, what comes out in the middle of the night? Deers. So him and his friends were driving back from a party. They were coming back home. On the way back, again, you could barely see anything. A deer came out. They didn't pay attention. They hit it. Their car swerved off the road, hit the ramp of the side. He flew out of his window. The railroad. He flew out of the window, Jack. He hit his head against the cement. Now, until the police, the fire department, everybody came, they take out his wallet, they see his name, the phone number, they try to get the parents. They call the parents over, they say, listen, there was a very big car accident. This boy Yochanan says over here that you guys are the parents. Your son has very little chance of survival.
God forbid.
It was five guys in the car. Only he was the one that flew out. Everybody else is in good condition. Only your son. Like, what do we do? They had to. It was so dangerous that usually you take a ambulance to take him to to the hospital. They had to
airlift him.
They had to airlift him through a helicopter, emergency helicopter. Anyway, so they told the parents, come to this and this hospital. They came to the hospital. The doctor said, we have to perform the surgery. You guys have to sign immediately. There's no right now. If we don't do the surgery, he's going to die. If we do the surgery, there's a chance he's never going to walk. He might die also. They said, we have no choice. What are we going to do? Do it. They did the surgery. Now they're waiting for the boy to wake up, to come out of his sleep. As time goes by, a few hours pass, until the anesthesia wears out. Eventually, they see a heartbeat. They see a heartbeat that went, he started breathing. Whatever, he woke up. But the problem is, he's a vegetable, Jigarik. He's a vegetable. He can't move. So the father goes to the doctor. He says, I don't understand. Is he going to be good or not? He said, the way we're looking at it, the internal bleeding in the head, if the swelling doesn't go away, it's only going to become worse. We were hoping the swelling goes down. So the parents are always by the bedside of the child. They can't go to work. They can't do nothing. They're there. He himself has other brothers and sisters. Once from time to time, everybody's coming and leaving. 1 week like this passes, the doctor says that the swelling is not going away. It's only going to get worse. And the son, he said, is never ever, if it gets better, he's never ever going to walk again. He's going to be a vegetable for the rest of his life. He won't be able, because his brain is damaged. Everything works from the person's brain. So they told the parents, there's no point of you guys sitting over here and wasting your time because he doesn't know you guys. He can't, there's no function. Yeah, he's breathing, but he's not here. So what did the parents do at the Jigarik? They went home. Did they go to work? They couldn't go to work because they were in depression. So 1 month like this passes, the kids realize that the parents, because of Yochanan, the parents are making it much more harder on every other child. They don't want to eat, they don't want to go to work, they don't want to do nothing. They're mamish in depression, God forbid. Chas v'shalom, nobody should ever know of this. After 6 months of this situation continue, nothing's getting better. He's mamish. The children said, we cannot continue, we cannot have our parents now kill themselves because they're going to eventually die because they're not eating, they're not doing nothing. We cannot have our parents kill themselves because of the situation. So what did they decide to do? They went to the doctor. They said to the doctor, what can we do? They said there's one thing you can do and there's only one thing you can help if you really want to help him. What is that? Pull the plug, buddy. Pull the plug on your brother. There's no point of him being alive. Pull the plug on your brother. Rabotai, they said, but you can't make that decision. I mean, the kids cannot, you have to take the permission from the parents to transfer over to the kids. So they're all adults, they're all above 18, 20. So they go to the parents and they say, look, Yochanan is not going to do any better. His end has come. Abba, Ima, just please let it go. Enough is enough. You guys can't continue ruining our lives. You don't spend time with us. You don't spend time with the grandchildren. You don't go to work. You don't pay your bills. You're not doing anything. You're going to, little by little, you guys are going to die. So the parents said, let us think about it. Give us 1 week to think about it. After 1 week, they come. They say, you know something? We give you all the rights to go ahead and pull the plug. They gave all the rights to the children. So the doctor said, Monday at 12 afternoon, at 12 p.m., we're going to pull the plug. So if you want to have all the people to come, they could all gather and say their last buys on this and this date. This is when we're gonna pull the plug. Comes Monday morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. All the relatives, the brothers, the sisters, the grandparents, everybody comes one by one, and everybody's saying their last buys to Yochanan. Now it is the mother's turn. The mother walks in and she says, Yochanan, I beg you, do something. Show me that you're alive. Do something. We can't lose you. You're still too young. Nothing, Rabotai. They tell the doctor, say to the mother, please, you have to come out. Now it's the father's turn to come in. Because time is going. It's already 10, 11, 11:30. You have to pull the plug at 12 o'clock. It's not a joke. Everything has to be time fashioned. Now, Jigarik, the father walks in at 11:30. He walks in and now he starts asking Yochanan. He starts speaking to Yochanan into his ear. He says, Yochanan, I want you to know you're not married. You don't have any children. You don't know what this feels like. I want you to show me a sign of life. I want you to grab my hand. Do something so they can see that you're functioning because they think he's brain dead. 11:35, nothing. The doctors tell the father, sir, you have to come out. We have to allow the professionals to come in to prepare to pull the plug. The father says, you have to give me some more time. You can't just give me some more time. Rabotai, the father stands over there by the bedside of Yochanan. He says, Yochanan, I beg you, show me a sign of life. Do something. Pick up your leg. Do something. These people are going to pull the plug on you. I can't let you go. Rabotai, this continued for the next 15 minutes. Jigarik, 11:55. They start pulling the father away from the son. And then the father screams, he's holding my hand, he's holding my hand. Where? But he lied because he didn't want to come out of the room. Rabotai, 1 minute to go before they're going to pull the plug. The father is screaming, Yochanan, show me a sign of life. I beg you, I'll do anything. Show me a sign of life. He screams from the top of his lungs. He screams, Yochanan, show me you're alive. Rabotai, at 11 o'clock, 59 minutes and 30 seconds, Yochanan's hand goes up just like a finger. He picks up his hand. And the father says, look, he picked up, don't pull it. He picked up his hand. So the doctor showed from there that he's not brain dead. They let him be, Rabotai. Listen to this carefully. A year later, it's only in the newspaper. A year later, they see the parents wheeling Yochanan with the chair, with the wheelchair, outside of the hospital. After some therapy, he's walking back normal today. After everything came back to normal. Rabotai comes this story, you know what it comes to teach us? It's a real life story, by the way. That this father didn't give up on Yochanan. He show me a sign of life. Because Yochanan picked up his finger, he did something that saved his life. Today he's still alive, Rabotai. This rabbi that said this whole story, where he witnessed this, Rabotai, he said, this is what Hashem says from us. Jigarik, I beg of you, show me some sign of life that you're still alive, that you're still here. I know we're so much invested in everything else but the Torah. Show me, Hashem is saying to every Jew, these days somebody just show me that you are alive. Show me a sign that you want to come back to me. And you know what Hashem is going to say then? You just say, I want to be better. I want to do better. I really want to change. Hashem says, that's it. You show me sign of life, I'm going to give you life. That's why no matter how much a person is rock bottom, no matter what affairs a person did in his life, never give up on himself, because Hashem is screaming at every single Jew, show me a sign of life. Just show me you want to come back. I don't care what happened. What happened, happened. But just show me that you want me back, and that's it.
Wow.
That was amazing. That was so touchy. There's always hope.
Yeah.
That by far was like one of the best that I've ever heard. And it touched me so much, because it really, Hashem does look down on us just like that and says, show us something.
Correct.
Show me
us a sign of life.
Correct.
Wow. This is why Yeshai said we should try to do something when we do, like today. Like today, honestly, it's not, I tell you, I'm not perfect, but today, I went to daven by Robert Friedman, and I davened, and I didn't care for the chazan, he's rushing, not rushing. I just, for the first time, after so many years, I just took the siddur, and I was trying to, have connection with the prayer. I got to the prayer where it says, Kol ha-neshamat tehalleluya. Every single soul, every single breath that you take, you should praise Hashem. Just thinking about that alone, Hashem, look what you do for me. Look how much you do for me, B'lei Hara. And then when I start down the Shulchan Esther, Jigarik, I said, Hashem, please open my mouth. Blessed are you, Hashem. And and I said over there, you say Slach Lana, I said, Hashem, please forgive me. Forgive me. I might have wasted time of learning Torah. I might have not done this. I might have not. Hashem, please forgive me. I really want to become better. We all want to become better. But we have to remember, Hashem is this days right now. Hashem is telling each and every one of us, I'm not asking you to make a 360-degree turn. Just show me a little, just pick up your hand and say, Hashem, I'm in. That's all. That's all I want to hear. That's it.
Rabbi, that was impressive. Drop the mic right here, right now, Rabbi. Drop it.
That was amazing.
Anyway, boys,
That gave me goosebumps.
No, it's when I heard that story, also it's very powerful, and it's the truth. We should never lose hope. We should never give up, no matter what anybody says, and we should always try harder. And you'll see, you will succeed. You will succeed. If you ask me about, Jack, the guys in the shul in the house of Torah, they say something beautiful. If you would have asked us 5 years ago if we would have been learning Torah, they would say no. They don't know how they got to learning Torah, right? Correct, Jigarik? Yeah. Nobody, Rabotai, what happened, what was, doesn't matter. You start a brand new page, start a brand new leaf. Don't go back, don't allow the past to hunt you down. I want to conclude with this. I don't know if you guys ever played football, but one of the things when you play football is that they have to hold you so you have to run. You got it, you with me or not? Or they put things in front of you, you have to push like a defensive line, you have to push them away. This is our job in this world. Sometimes our past pulls us down, but we got to still run. Sometimes we have things in our way that blocking us from coming close to Hashem. Push them away. Push that away. Come close, Rabotai. Can you imagine, Jack, how many people would give money to be married, to have children, to be able to breathe? Yes. And we have that, B'lei Hara. Thank you, Hashem. Thank you, Hashem, for everything that you do for us. This, Rabotai, imagine not go enjoy your vacation. Now, Be'emet, understand, Hashem is with me. I'm with Hashem. Always I'm with Hashem. No matter where I am, whether in the bathroom, in the room, that doesn't. Hashem is always with me. That's it. Finish. When you have Hashem with you, you have everything. Finish.
Very strong closing, Rabbi. I like that.
No problem, boys. Listen, I want you guys to have a good Shabbos. And Bezrat Hashem, hopefully I'll see you guys on Monday.
Amen, Rabbi.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you,
No
Rabbi.
problem.
Thank you,
Have a
Rabbi.
great long weekend.
Have a great
Yes,
weekend.
yes.
Shabbat
Boys,
shalom.
thank you
Bye,
for joining
everybody.
while on vacation.
I'll see you, boys.
We're trying to be like you, Rubes.
Love you guys.
All right,
I'll see you guys.
Take
Have a great one.
example.